Hello, everyone. It is 6:30 p.m. EST, and we are back again on the live stream. Once more, happy Monday to everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Pew, 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 pew.
Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, so last time we were here, we did not do a book review because you wanted to go over...
We did do a book review. We
Did
talked
we?
about the Nick Dragora book.
Oh, right. Oh, so it must have been the previous one where you were going
Life.
over your work for... It was your work instead of a book review, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be back with a book review this time too. No, we're not. We're not, which is what I meant to say. We're not.
No, because I'm doing today I'll do some sketching digitally. So I thought instead of switching the camera to the traditional, to the table over there, I'll just maybe show maybe some art from Razor Gray and do like a breakdown, because it's going to come out very soon, and you can actually order it through your local comic book shop. You can just tell them that you want the book. It's called Razor Gray, and they can order it through Lunar or another distributor. I forget the name of the other one.
Something with an S.
Basically, if you say to the shop that you want to order Razor Gray, they can find it.
Yeah, by Panic Publishing, which is Panic with a CK at the end.
Yes.
They should be able to make that available for you. And if not, when it's released, you can order it online.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll switch to the Wacom, I think. And I'm gonna do this page today from Helix Sky. I chose a simpler layout, but the layout is, when I start sketching, the layout is usually done already. But before that, I think I'll show... No, you can't use
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm just going to be an accessory today, I guess.
No, you can use a different computer, because if I'm using this one, then I wonder if there's a way to use two mice on the same computer. Do you think it's possible?
I don't think the operating system would know what to do with that, though. Right? Because, for instance, if I click OK and you click cancel at the same time...
Yeah, but it's probably wouldn't be at exactly the same time, right?
Unless sometimes when it is, because there's probably some quantization of the time in which you click, right? So I don't know how that would work.
I think it's possible to solve that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I wanted to show the first pages from Razor Gray. This is the first page. And just do like a quick breakdown. So there's another stage after the inking, which is the coloring. I'm not going to talk about coloring now. It's just going to be about the sketch. So I have layers here, and I'm going to turn off the ink layer. And let's turn on the sketch, but this is actually supposed to be like this, and I have a different layer for the panels. So this is the sketch. That's what I have before I start inking. I print this out on A3, and I'm gonna show us the stage before that. So before the sketch itself, I have this stage, which is the layouts. And the layouts usually come with a grid in the background. The grid is not very important on this image because it's in the sky. So basically, if you don't have anything that is linear, then it doesn't really matter. It's everything that is far is small and everything that is close is big. That's the only rule. And so I have, this is the layout, and usually I do like another layer. I'll try to just refine a little bit the layout. So it's to probably look like something like this. And then I will start sketching, like doing all the details and everything. And before the sketch, I actually have a previous stage, which is the, you can see here, there's a, so what I'll do, I have a script and I break down the script to pages, and then I just copy the paragraph to the page, so I'll remember what I'm supposed to do on the specific page every time, and I'll have the grid in the background.
Yeah.
So basically that's it. And the page after the ink, I scan it and save it on the same file again. So that's the first page. The second page is this. And again, this is the ink version. The sketch looks like this with the panel borders. And I'm gonna turn off the layers and show the layout. So as you can see, the layout is very simple. It's basically stick figures. But this is the grid behind the layout. Also, there's another interesting thing that I do. If I have a vanishing point, I use the same grid for the entire page. So I think it makes it more complete.
It unifies the page.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So that's why, like, it feels like this area is somehow connected to this area as well. So before the, and after, so this is the layout, and this is the layer of the, I just refined the layout a little bit, make the figures more, like, work a little bit on the anatomy. And then after this, I'll do the final sketch, which is this. You can see that I have different layers for everything. Mostly the characters will be in a different layer. In this one, I have the face here in a different layer, but it doesn't really matter that much. And the background will be in a different color with a different layer. So that's the second page, and the final looks like this. And the third page, I'm gonna turn off the inks, and the sketch looks like this with the borders. And we'll just turn off here and turn on the layouts. As you can see, it's very simplistic here. It's like I had an idea for the space station, and it was just this, for just to remind myself whatever I'm gonna do. And there's another layer here of the, this is the layer that I,
it's more refined
yeah,
sketch.
It's a little bit more refined.
Yeah.
And then the final
sketch before inks
looks like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the grid looks like this here. Again, I'm using the same grid for the entire. Even though that in space, again, it doesn't really matter. If you have round, like, ball-shaped objects, it's just like
Yeah, they're
closer.
probably gonna be a kind of still round wherever they are.
Yeah, it's like close to the camera is
Yeah.
big and far away is small. But if you have like linear objects like here, the ground, the lines are gonna converge towards the vanishing point.
Yeah.
But you can see that there's something more unifying about the fact that it's the same grid. Even though this panel shows something completely different than this, you can still feel that there's a,
Yeah, it flows more.
yeah, there's one rhythm to the page.
Yeah.
And so the final looks like this.
Yeah.
And
You can zoom in a little bit, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, the idea is that they are turning around the center and to create gravity instead of the centrifugal force.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but it's like every area has a different gravity field. Like this goes like this goes
Oh,
like
they all
this.
turn in
They all,
different
yeah,
in
they all
different
turn in
axes.
different angles,
Yeah.
and you can go up the interior of the station through the connections here. But it shows here that it's basically like a small city on
Right.
each part.
Yeah.
Okay, not gonna save it.
So those were, you just wanted to show examples of how you would move from the layout through the sketch to the
Yeah,
inking.
yeah.
And then that's what you're going to be doing today, is at
Yeah.
least the sketch part of it.
I'm gonna try. I don't know. It's usually harder for me to. So today most of the day I've done the layouts. And layouts is even, I don't think I can talk if I do the layouts. It's very, my brain is like working in the highest capacity to do that.
Yeah.
It's very intense because it's hard to you need to translate text to images, and it's very hard, especially if, and I've done something that is very complex today. It's the last chapter of Helix Sky.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of action scenes. So it's like determining all the visuals for the entire scene is a bit more, it's hard, and I don't think I can talk during that. So the layer I'm working on right now is the refinement layer.
Yeah.
Like we showed earlier. So I already have the layout, and I have the more or less the position of the characters, and I have the grid. But I'm just going to make it more refined for it to make more sense. It's like gradually making my decisions more and more terminal.
Yeah.
When at first it's just like scribbles more, and now it becomes more permanent.
Yeah, it's like the further you go, the less choices you leave yourself.
Yeah.
You make more choices and you narrow it down, and
exactly,
you arrive at the final composition.
I think that's a good way to describe it, because that's the actual reason that it's easier for me to speak when I color, for example.
Yeah.
Or
you don't have to make as many choices.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to consider things consciously as much.
Yeah.
Would be maybe a better way to. So there's a place that we usually order bubble tea from on Mondays for the show.
Is it for the show, the bubble
Well,
tea?
it ends up being, so it's been like this kind
Oh, it's
of,
the Slurpee sound
it's a
effect.
slurpy sound effect. So obviously, like I have to do it because someone has to do that job. So I have to do it in order for you to hear the slurps. And they decided for some obscure reason that they're taking the only drink we ever order there off their menu. I don't know if it's like a permanent thing, but it doesn't say sold out. It says it's just not on the menu anymore. We're gonna try a different. I mean, they did right by us up until this point. So today we're gonna try different drinks from them. But I don't. If it doesn't stand up to,
The expectations.
yeah, we're just gonna probably find a new because that's some level of
So
treachery right
what's gonna
there.
be the Slurpee sound for
Oh,
today?
it's gonna still be slurping because I got a chocolate flavored slushy. So there's potential for slurping there still.
Hmm.
But it's not going to be a mango sago smoothie,
Do you do
unfortunately.
you do you choose the drink by the slurpiness, by the sound of
I
the...
choose it by the potential of slurpiness, yes.
Okay.
It can't be too watered
Quiet.
down
It needs to
because
make
then
a sound.
that's just sipping at that point.
Yeah. It needs to
And
make a
it can't be
sound.
too solid because that probably won't move as well through a straw, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So yeah, it kind of needs to be like either a slushy or a bubble tea with pearls, tapioca in there. Um, so yeah, if you're here with us right now, make sure to say hi in the chat and we'll say hi back. And if you have any questions for Near, you can ask them and I'll funnel them towards you while you're working.
Yeah.
As you can see, Near now is kind of fleshing out the sketch a bit more. There was a really initial layout in the background, just as you say, stick figures, 3D stick figures denoting where the characters are going to be placed, what the
Yeah.
panels are, where they are, more or less what we're going to see in each panel.
By the way, it's a montage page.
Oh, well, at least it's not a whatchamacallit, when they skip back through time.
Flashback.
A flashback. I can't abide by flashbacks. There's too many of them all the time. What are we
Okay.
doing? Let's focus on one time frame. Because then they also have sometimes to get actors that are younger that kind of look like the
What did you
actors.
think about Project Hail Mary? Because it's mostly
Yeah,
flashbacks.
I don't, it's too much flashbacks for me. It kind of ruined the movie for me.
Really?
It takes me out of the moment. Yeah, I'm like, oh wait, so is someone recalling this or why am I seeing the past now? Can I move back to the present? I don't really like this part. It takes me out of the magic of the film too much. If it happens too much, if it's just once, then fine, whatever, I'll deal with it. It's kind of like musicals too. So in that way, I guess like I'm a failure to my culture.
Why?
I don't like musicals.
Why failure to your culture?
I mean, I guess they say that most LGBTQ queer
Oh,
people are supposed to like musicals, but I guess I never got that memo when I was younger.
I thought you meant like Jewish,
Oh,
like, I don't know, Fiddler on the Roof.
no,
Mm.
I don't. Is Fiddler on the Roof Jewish?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I didn't.
It's very Jewish.
Isn't Fiddler on the Roof the guy that like makes rats come towards him or something?
No, that's um the flute guy. What's his name?
Oh, okay. It's not a fiddle, it's a flute. So we're talking the difference between strumming and blowing here. That's two different things. Okay, we just want to make it clear.
Mm-hmm.
A fiddle is a string instrument, and a flute is a non-string instrument. It's a air, or what do they call those? Like a wind instrument or something. I don't know. I'm not a musician, you guys, okay? But if you are a musician and you're with us right now, just say hi in the chat.
You didn't like the movie?
Which one? Hail Mary?
Yeah.
No, it was okay. It was kind of cute. I appreciate the fact that finally we get an alien that doesn't try to blow us up, eat us, or kill us in any other way. and actually tries to help us out and be helped out by us at the same time, which is refreshing. That's a change. Because usually it's like, oh no, their blood is acid. They're trying to eat us. Like, get away from her, you bitch, and etc. That's what usually happens, right, with aliens.
Yeah, but Spielberg, I think most of Spielberg's movies are like good aliens.
But was Hail Mary a Spielberg movie?
No, but
Okay.
he had a movie recently that was good
Was
aliens.
it good aliens? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was.
Were they good aliens?
Yeah, they were.
They were.
We were the bad people.
We
You
were.
don't remember?
Well, yeah, we're the bad people. That doesn't make them automatically good people. We can all be bad.
Yeah, but they were good in this
Okay.
in this
Because
movie.
there was an old one, right? Spoiler alert, 10 seconds ago.
Old one?
Never mind, but for those of you who haven't seen it yet, um Project Hail Mary is kind of like more of a feel good, I'd say not really realistic story because there's so much that should have gone wrong. And also the part of making contact with an alien race for the first time and having
I thought
everything.
that you liked it.
Oh,
It's funny
I
that
didn't hate it.
I thought that you really liked it.
No, I
You were very like into the story and you were like engaged in the with the characters and stuff like that, right?
I don't was I engaged with the
Yeah,
characters?
you were saying, "No, I hope he's
Yeah,
okay."
I didn't
And
want if Rocky died in the
no,
middle of the movie,
don't
I would have
don't
no, I
spoil.
said spoiler alert earlier, but if he had died in the middle of the movie, I would definitely just stop watching. I wouldn't watch it anymore because that would be that's some treacherous. We're both good, Jamie. How are you? Nice to see you here in the live stream again.
Hi, Jamie.
So, as you can probably surmise from what we've been talking about, we finished Project Hail Mary yesterday. Yeah, we sort of watched the first two-thirds of it and then went away for the weekend. And after the weekend was done, we watched the last third, which is kind of weird,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah,
nice.
we were busy, I guess.
Yeah, there was a lot of frisbee playing and um, sea-doo riding on the lake that had to be done, and we volunteered to do that.
Mm.
So,
Because
yeah,
we're very nice.
yeah. It's just like how I volunteer for slurping sounds. You know what I mean? Just someone has to do it.
Where are the Slurpee sounds, by the way? I
They're
don't
on the
hear.
way. They're being delivered soon. So I just hope it doesn't give me too much of a brain freeze today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so our next we don't know yet if we're going to be at New York Comic Con. We might be going. I think they're letting everyone know in the coming weeks, so
Yeah.
we'll know about that. But we are going to be at OA Expo in March in Florida, which is more of an original art geared show. So that's the highly anticipated art show of the year that has to do with comic art.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do that this year. Well, technically next year, but it's gonna be this coming March.
Yeah, it's next year.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of seems far away still, but it's not that far. It's like 6 months away, I think.
Yeah.
August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, exactly like 6 months away, 6, 7 months away. Um, did you do a book at the beginning of your stream? No, we didn't do a book today. Uh, Near showed the process. We selected a few pages from Razor Gray, and Near showed the progression from layout to sketch to finished sketch and then inked page, which is and that's why we're also doing a sketch today. We're refining the layout today into a sketch. So just so that when you watch it, you can tell like what kind of the process we are at the moment, he is at. And so right now it is a page from Helix Sky.
Yeah.
It's from the last chapter,
Yeah.
and the layout is being finagled and massaged into a sketch, the initial sketch at least.
Yeah, I think I'm still in the refining the sketch phase now.
Figuring out a little bit of what the anatomy is going to be like, what angles the limbs are going to be pointing, and etc.
Yeah,
And then later on, you can actually give them kind of the musculature and the facial expression. And
exactly.
yeah. So we did not do a book today. We took a break from that.
Yeah, next week I think I'll get back to inking, but I'm almost done with this book, by the way, with the inking, and I have a lot of coloring to do. I think I'm in the middle of the only the third chapter coloring. This is just a mannequin trying to determine the anatomy, more or less. And now I have here scene with multiple instances of the character on the same in the same place.
Right, so this is the times mirror that we were talking about
Yeah, but
previously.
it's like a simple one. It's not like an action oriented time smear. It's just like something to show that there's a lot of stuff happening.
When the fingers are pointed like that, it reminds me of Dr. Seuss.
Oh yeah,
Because I remember
makes
they
sense.
used to have like these pointy,
Pointy.
wispy fingers, which I remember as a kid
I just
thinking,
thought that there was a Dr. Seuss movie, like live action.
no,
Do you know that?
I did not know that, and I also am not looking forward to that.
No.
No, because I mean, the probability that something that
It
cartoony will
should be
be
animation.
would turn into a live. It's kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog on live action.
Yeah.
That didn't work out. Why would Dr. Seuss work out? That's
I think that
too.
it did work out.
Did it though?
Sonic, I
Have
think
you
it.
watched the movie?
No, but
Has anyone told you that they liked it?
no, but
No.
nobody told me about any other animation that is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it was good or not, but I guess
The thing I most liked about Project Hail Mary was the design of Rocky's species technology, like the spacecraft that they have, the way that it's the silhouette of it and the materials and the way that it's constructed and operated.
yeah.
I like that idea, which was pretty cool. And also visually, they made it look really good. And then Ryan Gosling did a good job.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling
Gosling.
did a good job. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's okay.
It was like portraying this kind of slightly neurotic, very human and flawed character.
Yeah, even a bit too much.
Maybe, yeah, but he
It
still,
was like, I'm no hero. I'm no hero.
yeah, well, but you have to sort of like fit your craft into what they write for you too. So I guess,
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't mean
but he did a good
to
job.
blame him.
Yeah, he gave face, he gave physical performance. He also gave kind of like cool wardrobe vibes too. I liked the way that they dressed the character. The costume department did a good job. And yeah, I mean, visually it was a really cool, it was a really nice movie. I don't know why I guess you have to like suspend a lot of disbelief to accept the fact that they would understand each other quite quickly the way that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Rocky's ship is really cool. Really, really cool.
Even though it was very similar to the black hole in not Inception,
So
the
there was
Christopher Nolan
again
movie,
spoilers. There was a part in Interstellar
Interstellar.
where the main character sort of ends up in this like quasi 4D space, some kind of like multi-dimensional tesseract space or something.
Yeah,
And the strings that were there that kind of denoted, I guess, like smears of objects or time or whatever, was kind of similar to the way that Rocky's ship is operated a little bit,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
But and you didn't like that, but I was like,
No,
whatever.
I didn't say I didn't like that.
You were
I just
so angry at it. You were like, "What is this?
no,
They stole this."
no, I wasn't.
I know. I'm just exaggerating for effect.
I'm not. I don't really care about that.
Mm.
It's not what. It's not that it was like a copy of that. It was similar, but it's okay.
So I just want to make it clear, we're not being sponsored by them. I'm not going to show the logo actually, but this is the chocolate flavored shake that I'm going to be drinking. Okay. Show the car, walk around the car.
It's funny. Sometimes podcasts do like a wine section or a beer section, and they talk about the brewing type and the, I don't know. I don't have the words to describe wine or a beer, but we're into Slurpees.
Slurpy slurps. Okay, ready?
I don't know. Am I?
Mm-mm. It ain't
No?
slurping. This is interesting. So it has the cacao flavor, but it's not sweet at all because there's no sugar in this.
Okay. Cool. Is it good?
It's okay. Kind of okay. It tastes like I just dissolved cacao powder into cold water. That's what it tastes like. Do you want to try it?
Nah.
No.
Okay. So there's a sidekick in this story. It's pretty simple to draw. It's a drone.
Yeah. Just a couple of spheres
Mm-hmm.
going together in holy matrimony.
They said in the we saw the behind the scenes of Project Hail Mary,
Yeah.
and they talked about the fact that you can make any object emote
Right.
with movement.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to do that with this character, but it's not moving, so it's harder. It's like
Oh yeah,
the
it's
Jeff.
infinitely harder because
Yeah.
first of all, it's just a bunch of spheres.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really have any like limbs.
Yeah.
There's no face. And also any motion is inferred. So that doesn't really leave you a lot of room to brain freeze. I'm dead.
To brain freeze. That doesn't give you any room to brain freeze.
Jamie says, yes, drink and draws online. They show 3 beers that they're drinking. I think that Ink Pulp used to do it ages ago on the live stream. So we do it with Slurpee, slushies, and bubble teas.
Yeah.
I don't really talk about like the name of the brand that we order from
Or
necessarily.
the name of other podcasts. No, I'm just
No, you can
joking.
do that, but
I'm joking. I really like the Ink Pope guys. I got to meet them a couple of times.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
meet them, but they seem nice.
I think they even shout me out in one of the episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem
Sean did.
nice. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes I think at one of the maybe at Chicago they were there, and I think like they were sitting the table next to a few tables next to us, and I was like, "Hey, those guys kind of look familiar from YouTube because you watch it, and I secondhand watch it sometimes too."
Yeah.
But that was in the U.S. So yeah, Chicago. I mean, when we were there last, we kind of just flew in, did the con, and left, so we didn't really get to see the city.
Yeah.
But maybe next time we'll just go to experience the city itself.
I think the reason for that was that you thought you'll be busy, right? It was something like that.
I didn't know what my work schedule was going to look like yet, so
Yeah.
we kind of only went in for the show.
You see that I'm
Jamie says that he's shocked that you haven't been on the Ink Pulp show yet. Do they do that? Do they get people on the show?
yeah.
Okay.
They have interviews sometimes. I can actually talk to them and maybe do that.
Yeah. Yeah, if they do that, it's probably going to happen at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe after Razor Gray.
I'm waiting for them to ask me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the way you should be doing it, right?
I can ask them. I can
No,
like
maybe
reach out
after Razor
myself.
Gray comes out, um, could be a good moment for that, maybe.
Yeah. So Razor Gray is scheduled to be out very soon. And there's a trailer. I just saw it today. Trailer is Slurpee.
There it is, guys. That's your dopamine hit for the day.
So there's a trailer that is ready and it looks cool. And they're gonna release it this week at some point. I don't know exactly when, but
I think last night I had a dream where there was this elaborate plot. I don't really remember what it was now, but it was some kind of like space western opera, like grandiose, crazy story with a lot of characters and a thick plot. And I remember thinking, oh, this would make for a good, maybe something similar to this could make a good kind of like plot line for one of your upcoming books. I actually thought that in the dream.
I also had a dream. I dreamt that I'm going deaf.
Oh,
Yeah, it was scary. It
oh.
was like a nightmare.
Maybe that's because my cousin was talking about the restaurant where.
No, I think I sleep with the headphones
Mm-hmm.
that make constant white noise,
White noise.
and sometimes it stops in the middle of the night for no
Right.
reason. I think
Okay. I was
that's the
gonna say
reason.
maybe you should change the white noise into like rainforest sounds, because that's kind of like more natural to the brain.
It is. It is. It's like a
I
mixture of rain
oh
and like
oh
fan
okay.
and
I thought it
a
was
lot
like
of things.
actual random static or
No,
something.
it's random static with some natural
Oh,
noise
okay, that's good.
together.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, so now I finished the refinement of the layout, and I think I can start to do the sketch. Let's start with the face here at the front. Okay. I have on the other screen I have an image of the character just to remind myself how she looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working with a ruler, symmetry ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want her eyes to be looking down a little bit, so the upper eyelid needs to be just a little bit close. That's what happens when you look down.
The upper eyelid closes? Yeah, I guess so. Because the lower eyelid doesn't really do much heavy lifting.
No, if you look down, the upper eyelid like moves with the pupils.
Yeah. I mean, even when you just blink, the lower eyelid doesn't really move all that much. It's mostly the upper one.
Yeah.
Design flaw or feature? Let us know in the comments. It's these like phrases that you constantly hear on podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you actually record something that goes on YouTube, you feel obliged to use them too, but it also makes me laugh.
Like pew 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 pew.
Yeah, like that. I used to listen to the rain and the sea to help me sleep, says Jamie. Yeah, same. I prefer the natural sounds to the kind of randomized static.
Yeah, but the idea is to mask the noises that are happening in real life.
Me,
So
the noises that I generate.
you can't do that only with natural voice, with natural sound. You need like something to mask everything.
Yeah, you need like a bulldozer sound or something, like an airplane taking off.
No,
You need like Mount St. Helens eruption noises.
that wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to sleep with that. So that's not.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think that's a thing.
So now that I'm in my 40s, I guess I snore now, so thank you 40s. Um, so I make too much noise, which needs to be drowned out with other sounds. That happens at some point too.
Her nose came out a little bit too big here, but because the angle is like she's looking down a little bit,
Yeah,
then you
you're
see where I marked the nose here. So this is where the nose attaches to the face. So the actual tip of the nose is going to be lower than that.
yeah, because it
If she's
protrudes,
looking down,
of course.
and she's looking down, so that's the reason I do this. And
Isn't it really hard to draw face from that angle? I feel like
it's not an extreme angle. It's just like a little bit down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when the angle is more extreme, it's a bit harder. But if you get used to it, it's I just draw faces all the time, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to it. And with the mouth, if she would look to the front with the mouth like this, it
Mm-hmm.
would have looked as if she is smiling.
Right.
But she's looking down because the corner of the mouth is like pointing up,
Right.
because it basically works like this, right? It's like if you have a shape like this and the mouth is here, if it's facing down, it's gonna look as if it's smiling like this.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
But
It's on a conical,
in
not
the
a conical, but like
in the
a cylindrical.
context of the face itself, you don't see it as a smile
Right.
because she's looking
Because we
down.
know that if the person is looking down, your brain compensates for the angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I once had a client tell me that they needed an absolutely straight line on a cylindrical object. Do you remember this?
No.
So when you draw a line on a cylindrical object, it has to conform to the surface that you're drawing it on.
Why do I need to remember it?
Because this was like a very um,
Oh, it's a famous
famous
interaction.
incident that happened in my career, during my career.
I remember
It was an airline. I won't tell you which one, but it was an
I
airline.
remember the time that you told me that somebody
Right.
wanted the ball to be the same
The same
size,
size
but
as it moved
still
away from the camera.
as it
Yeah.
moves away from the camera.
She goes, "Why is it getting smaller?" I'm like, it's moving away from us. She goes, "Can it move away from us and remain the same size?" Really didn't know what to say because this woman had children. It's like she wouldn't go like, "Oh my God, Jonathan's getting smaller every time he went into the next room," right?
Yeah.
She doesn't know how that works. That's so crazy to me. Yeah, so they wanted a straight line on a cylindrical object, and I explained to them that it's not physically possible in 3 dimensions. And they were like, "Well, you're the 3D
You're the
artist.
expert, do
You're the
it.
3D artist, so just like find a solution."
Just do it.
And yeah, at some point I had to give them like a calm kind of monologue
About physics.
about how lines work, I guess, in 3 dimensions and curved surfaces. And I gave them a demonstration.
Okay.
And then they were like, "We'll talk to our people and we'll get back to you." And I don't know who
That's
they
funny.
spoke to, but they were like, "Yeah, okay, we'll just go with the last design." But
They didn't want to be like, okay, you're right.
yeah, they didn't want to say. Well,
We'll get
it wasn't about
back
being
to
right.
you.
If it were something that were physically possible or like even theoretically possible, I'd just do it for them. But it wasn't something that was possible. So, because they wanted the line to appear straight from any angle that you looked at the cylinder, and that's just not.
Yeah.
It would have to be a different line each time, and it's just not a. Akira is coming to US and Canada cinemas in
Oh
September.
yeah, you told me about it, Jamie.
So is this
Uh,
like a remaster or what is this?
I think they've done a 4K version of
Oh,
it,
let's
or
go.
yeah.
I'm gonna bust out my Akira shirt for that. We're gonna go watch that. I also ordered a pin, an enamel pin. And I'll show that to the camera in just a momento. Here it is. This is the pin that I ordered. So that is going to be featured on my person in the theater. Okay, we have that. Yeah.
Another thing to help indicate that it's looking the face is looking down is the ears. The ears are
Oh yeah, they
supposed to
start from
be
much higher visually.
higher.
Yeah, and the
Based on
angle.
her
This is something
hair.
that I have a hard time doing.
Yeah,
Drawing,
because
for me, drawing the face looking down would be so much harder than it is for you. Because I think because I've done 3D for such a long time, the software does
you
all the
got
heavy
used to,
lifting
yeah,
of the angles and how things wrap around themselves.
yeah,
And so I never had to really like consciously think of what a hand does from different angles, whereas you're generating the angle directly. You're not going through software.
yeah.
So I think that's kind of like
Just
eroded or
practice, and that's it.
yeah.
I have another layer here where I can make it like black and white, and it's easier to see if it's gonna work in the inking phase or
Hmm.
not.
It does look like she's looking down. What kind of sorcery is this?
It's the sorcery of drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll show the start of the braids here, the sides. Yeah, or no?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
And maybe the neck a little bit.
Hmm.
Okay. And we'll bring back this. I'm just gonna hide some of the lines here. I was thinking about maybe because it's a montage and she's basically looking over the investigation and she's using photos here. I was thinking maybe of doing the panels in like looking like papers.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No?
Nah, it's kind of like a cheap visual device
I don't
that
know if it's cheap. I think it's nice. It could be nice.
it gives me like all of the anime that show the level of the person on a piece of parchment. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So all of
The
these
level of the person?
yeah, all of these like Crunchyroll shows where you have to like advance from level 1 to level 99
Yeah.
and there's like a piece of parchment that shows up beside a person's head to denote their level.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it gives me.
No, I meant like doing the lines like this or like the lines themselves, the panel border, like
Yeah,
there's
yeah, I
something.
understand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't think it's necessary
We'll see
or that
if
it
it's
would add much in this case.
maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Okay. I kind of don't actually remember how to draw the faces of the characters. I always need to remind myself how they look like,
Really,
which is
why?
funny.
Do you
Just to make it consistent.
right.
So here, this is where the nose attaches to the face. It's not where the tip of the nose is.
Where? What point?
Do you see this line?
Yeah.
I marked this, and this.
Right.
These are the points that I need to pay attention to.
Right.
Okay? So this is where the nose
Attaches.
attaches to the skull, to the face.
Right.
Okay? Because the nose protrudes out, right?
Yeah. But how do you know that the marking that you made is on the plane of the head?
I have a system that I developed myself. It's based on the Loomis head.
Yeah.
The Loomis head works like this. It's a circle that you cut in the two corners,
Okay.
and this is straight, and the other one also is straight.
Yeah.
And
On the other side.
you connect this, and there's a line that goes here.
Yeah.
Okay, and basically this is the Loomis head. In the Loomis head, this indicates the eyebrows,
Right.
but I do something else. I
You do another
another
cutaway,
two lines. I as if I cut like
a wedge into
a
the
wedge because I want the eyes to be
sunken the
yeah,
way that they are in real
yeah.
life.
So they're gonna be here and here.
Yeah.
And then I have this part of the line. Okay, I did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here I just cut it to basically three parts, like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And more or less, it's not very accurate because every face is different.
Mm-hmm.
So the nose is gonna be attached to the face here, the
Oh, I
mouth is
understand.
gonna be
Okay.
here, and the ear is gonna be somewhere here in this quarter of
Uh-huh. Yeah.
the face. So if I'm gonna draw a face from this, it's gonna look like this. The eyes will be here, the nose is gonna be here. It's gonna block the other eye. You won't be
Yeah.
able to see the other eye.
Yeah.
And this is the
Brow
brow
ridge.
ridge, and
Yeah.
there's a
Cheek.
cheekbone here, and the chin is gonna be here,
Yeah.
and the ear is gonna be here,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's where the nose is attaches to the face here, and this is just a line to show how this plane faces here and this plane faces here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a separation line between the planes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I marked the mouth here, but this indicates where the teeth are, not where the lips are. So the teeth are gonna be because they're sunken inside because the lips have thickness to them.
Right. So I have been rewatching Babylon 5 for the third time now. I watched the entire series twice already, and each time I give it a rest of about 3 to 4 to 5 years in between before I watch it again. Kind of give myself a.
How many times?
This is going to be my third time
Oh my
rewatching.
God,
So
that's a lot.
I'm still in the first season. It's kind of retro, nostalgic. I really like it. Also, the Vorlons they just kick ass. I really like the Vorlons.
Where are the
The
Vorlons?
Vorlons are
The ones with a giant thing on their heads?
no. Those are the I want to say what is Londo Malari? I think he's a Centauri. I think that's what they're called. Not that. The Vorlons are so basically for most of the series, you don't even know what the Vorlons are because you only see this like shell that they inhabit like a spacesuit kinda. So they don't show themselves
Mm-hmm.
to the other species on Babylon 5 station. And but they also the ambassador Kosh, he's very cryptic and he has no expressions and he has this like robotic kind of voice that translates whatever he's saying with a speaker. And he just talks very rarely and says very cryptic things.
Sounds like
And they're kind of indifferent.
Spock.
Yeah, it's even more indifferent than Spock. They're one of the most advanced races that still live in the galaxy at that point.
Or like Data from
No.
TNG.
This would put Data to shame. The
Really?
Vorlons are way about beyond Data or Spock or any of that. Akira 4K in the cinema. Jamie says it's only going to be for one day,
Oh, wow.
September 7th.
September.
September. So we don't want to miss that. I want to see that in the cinema. Otherwise, where am I going to wear my Akira shirt?
I get ads on Instagram of the jacket that Canada has in the
Yeah.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the red one with the pill.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you can buy that.
I mean, I know people make it and they cosplay as Canada.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
I'm
actually pretty easy cosplay.
yeah. I've been kind of learning how to sew a little bit recently, which has been a long time coming too. I have some friends that live near me that are into it, so
While homecoming.
uh, it's just the thing that I knew that I wanted to try for a long time, and I never had the opportunity.
Or another thing that helps is to flip the screen.
Hmm.
Makes you see it in a different like
Always flip the screen whenever you're drawing, designing, illustrating.
What? How would you describe what it does?
It refreshes your view
It's
on
like
what
a
you're.
shake, like a shake. You
Yeah, it
shake it.
refreshes it gives you a fresh view of what you're doing. Because your brain gets used
But
to
why is
what you're
that?
looking
Why?
at.
Why
This is
is
why.
what's actually happening
What's
in the
actually
brain?
happening is, let's say when you're staring at a green light for a long time, right? Your eyes are now compensating and you're seeing it less green than it is. When you move your eyes to a white surface, you're going to see a purple dot where the green dot was, right? So your brain has been looking at the same thing for so long that it no longer has a fresh view of what you're looking at. When you flip it, your brain gets attacked by new information. It's still the same object, it's just flipped, right? And you're able to, because it's so new, the new angle to your brain, and you're like breaking out of the pattern that you were in for so long, you suddenly see, oh wow, oh my god, the chin is much more pointy than I would have wanted it to be, or this eye is like way off to the side and I need to reel that back in, right? Because you got a fresh point of view.
Yeah, I
It's a
guess
refresh button.
what I'm asking is like if there's anyone that has done a study on that and like maybe done an fMRI of the brain. Will you do that?
It's just,
If they have like any interesting information about that.
yeah, I don't think that anyone will be able to give you a better.
I think if you do like a MRI or something to measure what's happening exactly in the brain while you do that, that could be interesting. Probably somebody has done that already, right?
It says your brain has a trick called the mere exposure effect. The more you look at something, the more you like it and accept it as correct. When you work on a drawing for hours, your brain locks onto that specific perspective. Think of it like looking into a bathroom mirror. You are so used to your flipped reflection that a standard photo of yourself often looks wrong to you. Why flipping helps. Hidden mistakes suddenly appear. You're focusing more on abstract shapes and less on the image that you have in your mind currently. Digital artists use this trick, traditional artists use this trick.
Yeah, you can do it with traditionally
Of course.
with a
Yeah,
mirror.
it's just a refresh, basically. Yeah, another thing to do, which we kind of come back to every now and then on the live stream, is if you're working with color, you should put a black and white filter over it to see if it still reads.
And
Um,
to see the values.
and to see the values, and then also zoom way out and look at it really small on your screen
Yeah,
or
as a thumbnails. That's the reason I added this face in the middle
yeah,
because it didn't work without it. It was like look at this without it. Like imagine there's
go
no.
even smaller. Thumbnails
It's
are way
only like
small.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
only like only small like without this.
yeah. It would just look like a quilt or
Let's
something.
say there's another box here.
Yeah, it just looks like a quilt.
Yeah, and this adds something. You can see the face from this far.
Okay, I'm done with this. So I'm here to tell you formally that the chocolate shake with no sugar was a bust.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bust. I'm never ordering that
Why?
again. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not replacing the previous drink in any way, shape, or form.
But there's no do we have other options?
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna find another option, even if it means scouring the
Scouring.
apps for hours and looking for a replacement and trying various things out before I land on one. There's gonna be another option. There has to be.
Okay.
Okay? Jamie says, I am working on a picture of the Major from Ghost in the Shell, having a little issue with the pose. I'm going to work on it more during the weekend. Oh yeah.
Cool.
I mean that's also going to help you with the pose. If you know what pose you want, so there's two different things that could be happening here. If you're not really sure which pose you want yet, then you should first select a pose, right? But if you know what the pose is and it's not working out the way that you want it to, there's all kinds of different things you can do. There's those little like figure drawing mannequins that you can pose that can help you. There are online
I don't like that
resources.
actually.
Well, I mean, you don't need it, but some people need it, right?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think it's too stiff
Yeah,
when you
the
work
best
on.
thing to do is to take a photo or have someone take a photo of you make the pose
Yeah,
in a lens similar to the one that you would like, because
or
always take that
somebody
into
else. It doesn't matter.
consideration. Yeah, just use, if you want it to be like a flatter lens, use that type of lens. Take a photo of a friend or of yourself, like time it and do the pose for reference, and that also will help you.
Or look for photos for
Yeah, you could look
reference.
for photo reference online. I mean, the chances of finding
Pretty
the
easy.
exact pose that he's looking for is probably, if it's like a very specific
There's
pose.
a lot of images on Google.
Yeah, and then there's
So
also
many
another
images.
thing. If you have 3D software like Blender and you're able to load a female figure into it,
No, no, I
what?
wouldn't do. I would do that just to understand the anatomy,
No,
but
obviously.
I wouldn't do the pose from 3D
No, but it can help
software.
you understand the anatomy.
Only the anatomy.
Yeah.
Don't like do the pose itself because it's too stiff.
Yeah, the
It
best
would
would be
come out
taking a
too
photo
stiff.
of a real person.
Or look online.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't really know if you're trying to recreate a pose that the character actually is known for and is illustrated in, but saw a pose on Pinterest. We'll see if I can get someone to pose for me for sure. That would be the best. A family member, or if you can't, if it's the middle of the night and you really need to pose, put a timer on your camera, make the pose in the mirror, or just, yeah, like lay it on the table or
Yeah,
something.
I have so many photos of myself
Yeah,
doing stuff.
yeah.
I I don't really need them, but it helps to make the drawing more lifelike, I guess.
Hmm.
I have so many weird photos of myself, like selfies of doing weird stuff with
Yeah,
the
just
hands.
arms in random
Yeah,
positions.
sometimes I find them after a while and it's funny. What was that for?
Oh, you don't actually remember what it was specifically for?
Sometimes I don't remember.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
I kind of want to do a Ghost in the Shell themed maybe sculpture or something, but I promised myself that my next 3D print would be of an original piece of mine. So that takes precedence at the moment.
Yeah, do that. Why not? I always do the pupils like sunken a little bit inside the eye itself.
Hmm.
So then the anatomy of the pupil is like from the side, the hole is
Yeah, it's
gonna
a
be
cone.
here.
Yeah.
It's a cone, but it faces in like this, right?
Yeah.
So the eye from the side is gonna look like this,
Right.
something like this. And the eyelid,
Yeah, even though the conjunctiva, I think it's called, like the outer layer
is
causes a
gonna be like
refraction
this.
effect and it kind of enlarges the contents of the iris and the pupil,
Yeah,
the contents of that area of the eye. So it also depends on
Just add a little bit of three-dimensionality.
Mm-hmm.
So every line that you make is basically a hint. It's a hint for the viewer to help them understand something, like if it's perspective or anatomy or anything. But no line is just there for nothing.
I mean, sometimes it is.
Yeah, people that do shading, rendering, and like more I do a lot of details in my drawings, but my characters are actually pretty simple. I don't ever do like shading or something like that, cross hatching. I don't really do that. Okay, so you see it's a little bit bent
Have you
here.
seen how Patrick Reynolds collages photos and draws the collages for the panel? He's doing it for Spawn at the moment. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is? Patrick Reynolds?
No, no, never heard of the name.
Yeah, I could look it up, but I'm guessing I for sure don't know who it is, and you might know who it is, but not the name. So let's see. Oh, key purpose. I guess he does this, like Spawn stuff.
Let me see.
This kind of stuff. Spawn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I've seen his art. Probably.
Yeah. So no, but I know that people do that sometimes. They kind of make
What, like collage?
yeah, they kind of like kit bash some photos together and then base their work off of that.
Yeah, that's something you can only do digitally, right?
Yeah.
Unless you actually use like
I mean, people used to physically cut out pieces
do
of
collages, yeah.
magazines and newspapers and paste them
Yeah, but it's
together.
hard to make characters from it. It's very hard.
Yeah. When you do this step of the sketch, do you usually go over and do, let's say, all the faces first and then
No,
all the bodies, or do you just work panel by panel?
I do panel by
For
panel
instance, why did
mostly.
you start? Is there a reason that you started with the
With
face in the
this,
middle?
yeah, because it blocks the other panels. So
Right.
if I'll do something here, then I might work on something here and forget that this blocks it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, just because it's in the front.
So you don't normally like, let's say, start in the upper left corner,
Yeah, I
or
do
do
start with the
you? Yeah.
upper. Yeah, I started here with the upper left, and except this because it's
Yeah.
like the biggest face on the page.
Mm-hmm.
So again here, the face, so that you see the grid here works like this. Like this is line, this is a line, this is a line. So we see her from below, right?
Mm-hmm. But just
But
she's
she's
looking
looking
down,
down, okay? So
so it
it's
kind of normals out. It kind of like,
only the face, but the body is going to be from below.
right.
because she's looking down, the head is kind of tilted down, so it
Yeah,
works
also
like
there's another thing that I noticed.
the head works mostly like this, more or less.
Yeah.
But the body is gonna be like this, like here.
Yeah. Another thing I've noticed is that when people look down, the line from the back of the head through the neck is usually straight. But when they're looking straight or up, the skull protrudes and then it's not a straight line anymore.
Yeah,
So
it's
this looks like it's a straight line, so it kind of
depend.
helps me understand that she's looking down.
Even though it's from the front, what you're saying is mostly right from the side.
Yeah, but you're
Otherwise,
not completely from the front, right? We see her from the side too a
yeah,
little bit. Yeah.
something like this, like
Yeah.
looking down,
Yeah.
or like this,
Yeah,
looking.
exactly. That's what I meant.
But it also depends. Some people have skulls that are more flat than others.
Yeah.
What helps to indicate that it's from below here is to make the collar here very flat.
The collar.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So if it would be from the front, the collar would look like this.
But she could also have just like a shirt that has a collar that goes from collarbone to collarbone. That's also a
Yeah,
possibility.
but usually like from the front, you'll see the collarbone here and the
Oh,
collar, and the neck goes like gradually. There's the what's the name of the
a
muscle
slope.
here?
Oh, the trapeze.
Trapeze. And there's a slope, and then the shoulders are here. But if I look from it down, the collarbone is gonna be more straight like this, or even
Mm-hmm.
angled. And the neck, the collarbone is actually obscuring some of this curvedness in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more straight. Everything is a little bit more straight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this or like this. If it's from the front, it's
Yeah.
more like this.
Yeah. I get
So
that.
this is what I'm saying about hinting. Like it's all gives you all the lines give you a little bit of information about the.
Do you work with like a character sheet for each one of the characters?
Yeah, usually I have for this I have only one sketch of each character. It's yeah this, but it's more oh, it's not opening the correct software. For this character it's this.
Mm-hmm.
But this comes with all the gear for. It's not the correct like form. So I just like open one of the previous pages,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gonna be enough.
What about costume design? What is that process like for you? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it. But now I'm thinking about what she's wearing because she's wearing different clothing. Like
Depending on what part of the story it is or what she's doing.
yeah, but it's always like weird clothing. It's not something that you see nowadays because it's like a
Yeah.
different society, different place.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I don't know. Let's do something like this. Maybe this would be black as well. Sometimes it's easy to do like a color fill. Okay, now she's holding the paper here.
How different do you think that Razor Cray is from Helix Sky?
Oh, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's like, it's more, I guess it's also science fiction, but it's more like speculative fiction than science fiction, maybe. Because it's not actually about science, it's more about social themes.
Yeah, I guess Razor Gray isn't also about science. I mean, there's some science
Yeah,
in it,
it's
but
about science.
is the
It's more
main,
about science than this for sure. It's like the main theme is either is about curiosity, and it connects to the whole human species as a whole.
yeah, that sounds more like philosophy than like physical
Yeah,
science.
science and philosophy always. So Project Hail Mary was about science, you think?
Nope. I think science fiction is rare. Like the actual, what you would actually have to label as science fiction.
Because it's a story. The story is not the
Right, but the
genre.
question is, would the story be possible in our world, or does the story necessarily spring from a technology that's being speculated upon?
Jurassic Park, for example, is a science fiction
Yes,
story because
yes.
but still it's not about the science. It's about
Mm,
the family values
true,
or
but I feel like, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
because you need to have a story. And
Yeah.
science is not a story. It's just data.
I mean, it's kind of story too. But then
You can tell or explain
but if I
science in a
but if
story.
I make a movie about the history of science, is it and like but that's not
That's a documentary.
right.
And by the way, also documentaries also need a story.
Right.
If you would tell just general history of
Facts.
science,
Yeah.
facts, it's not going to be interesting
Yeah.
at
That's
all.
more like a compendium of information. It's not a
Yeah.
story.
So that's the reason, like for documentary, they talk about a specific person that made the discovery and his life, and I don't know, something that is more personal.
Hey Jamie, I mean if you're up to it, you could be the first one to cosplay as one of Nier's characters. I mean, there's
Yeah,
always got to be a first. I don't know if anyone's done it before. We haven't seen it at a con,
I don't know if anybody is done.
but
Maybe, but
yeah,
we
we
didn't,
haven't seen it
we haven't
before.
seen, and we didn't get photos or anything like that.
Yeah, it could be actually pretty cool. You have some memorable
Didn't you
characters.
say that you wanted to do cosplay for the next show?
I'm not really gonna do cosplay, but I might have some accoutrements on.
Accoutrements, you
Yeah,
say?
just like a slight, maybe like a mask or a cool jacket or something. I might have a colored pomade in my hair, maybe, perhaps, but not anything extreme.
Oh,
It,
you can talk about Extremity that you read.
so I didn't finish it yet, but I started reading DWJ's Extremity. I like the way it's drawn. I like the way it's colored. Um, but so far, I think I read like maybe 50 pages so far.
Yeah, that's not enough.
It's not enough to really say much about it.
Yeah,
There,
I got to read Escape,
yeah.
which is a pretty new comic from Image Comics by Rick Remender,
Hmm.
which is always great.
Yeah.
But the art is the best thing about it. It's like amazing.
Rick Remender?
Yeah, Rick Remender.
That's a name. So extremity, um, spoiler in the next 10 seconds. There's a lot of hand chopping going on there. It's like the main plot device is hands and the chopping of hands. I wonder if a head's gonna be decapitated at some point. Kind of.
Is there a name for chopping head? Like heads have a name for chopping them?
Maybe, not that I know of. I think it's just called hand chopping or something.
Because there are names for different kinds of killing people, like defenestration or
Yeah, maybe there
which
is.
is
I don't know. We'll see. Like I can't recall there being a specific name for that, but it's possible. Um, well, I guess amputation, but that's not really.
amputation could be
It sounds more like a medical.
in consent. I mean,
Right,
like
right,
something that
right.
is. Oh, and the thing I said before about so this is from above, the views from above.
Yeah.
So the collar is gonna be round, like completely round, and the head is actually gonna block a little bit of the neck.
Oh, a
Here.
lot of the neck, most of it.
Most of the neck, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it's gonna look like this. I'm doing the fabric folds. I'm I know about how fabric behaves, so it's kind of automatic,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a there's a method to the madness.
Madness, yeah.
Everything everywhere when where the fabric contracts, it's gonna be like it's gonna behave maybe a little bit like a vanishing point.
Right.
Like there's a vanishing point here
Mm-hmm.
because the fabric is
Pointing in that direction
yeah
because it's like
folding to there.
pinched towards there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a tool in ZBrush called pinch, and it does something similar. Kind of like gathers everything to one point, like a mini black hole.
Yeah.
So, believe it or not, it has been an hour and a half since we started.
I don't believe.
I don't believe. So this is usually where we like take a step back and look at what you've done so far today. Um, so we could like turn off the sketch and look at the layout that you started with.
First of all, we can see that this is all the finished
Work from today, from
work.
today's live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot,
Yeah.
but yeah, it usually takes half a day to do a page, which is like 4 hours, more or less. Yeah, 4 hours for a page. So
Right.
if I do like a page, a single page, I would finish this page in a day
Mm-hmm.
because I like print this out
Right.
and work another 4 hours on the inking, which will be total 8 hours.
So you'd have a finished day. But do you usually do the sketch? You don't usually do the
No,
sketch and the inking in the same
I will
day.
do
Right.
in a day, I'll do 2 sketches because it's easier for me to work like that. And
Yeah.
then if I ink, I'll do 2 pages of inking.
Right.
But yeah, basically we got here and we No, you can't move the.
All right.
And we started. We actually started before this. We started here. Okay,
Yeah, that was the initial.
that was the layout. Then I did the refinement of the layout here.
Yeah.
And then I started
Doing the final
the
sketching.
final sketch.
Yeah. Happy Monday, Jillian. Better late than never, right? I don't know if you were here for the live stream, but you can always watch it back afterwards if you weren't.
So we got to here. And I think next week I'm gonna maybe do some inking more.
Again?
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's what's more interesting for people, but I guess I've never done the sketch on a stream before, so
Let us know if you
it's
enjoyed
probably
the
interesting.
sketching today instead of the inking. If that's something you'd like to see more of, perhaps.
Do a flip.
Yeah.
By the way, that's a hard thing about the frontal drawings because you can't flip it.
No.
You can flip it like this, but
Right.
it's hard to understand faces upside down, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really help.
Yeah.
It could help sometimes, but yeah, you can't really do that.
Yeah.
It's the same. But here, for example, you can flip and you can see that it gives you like a different perspective.
Right.
You see it differently.
Yeah.
And it works in both ways. She might have just a little bit. The neck is maybe a bit thick here.
Yeah.
She looks a little bit masculine here. It's gonna be somewhere here.
She's more dainty.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But that's the cool thing about the digital. That's the reason I do the digital sketch, because I can do that. That's impossible to do traditionally. So
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna just say, yeah. Thanks for joining us again today, and definitely stop by next week. We're gonna do some inking next week.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. And let other people
Razor
know about the podcast.
Razor Gray.
Yeah.
We need to remind people to talk to their local comic book shop and tell them that you want Razor Gray. And it's pretty easy to find. They will know how to order it.
Yeah,
Probably.
from Panic with a CK at the end is the publisher.
Yeah. Panic and Rocket Ship.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next